Hello, K-drama lovers! If you thought Taxi Driver Season 1 was intense, wait until you hear about Season 2. The team from Rainbow Taxi Service is back, delivering even more jaw-dropping missions, emotional stories, and heart-stopping action. In today's review, we'll explore the gripping storyline, new challenges, and why Taxi Driver Season 2 might be even better than its predecessor. Buckle up, because this ride is about to get wild. Taxi Driver Season 2 premiered in 2023, directed by Lee Den and starring Lee Ji-hoon as the fearless Kim Do-ji. The season builds on the success of its predecessor, offering high-stakes missions and emotionally charged revenge plots. The story dives deeper into the dark underworld of crime, corruption, and unresolved justice, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats with every episode. After disbanding at the end of Season 1, the Rainbow Taxi team reunites when crime and injustice arise once more. Kim Do-ji and Go-yoon Pyo Yi-jin, Choi Kyung-gu, Jang Hyuk-jin, and Park Jin-yeon Bae-yuram return to deliver their unique brand of justice. This time, the stakes are higher with new villains emerging, including international criminal organizations and corrupt government officials. From human trafficking rings to tech-based scams, every mission tests the team's limits. Meanwhile, Do-ji faces personal struggles, battling inner demons while protecting his team and fighting for justice. Lee Ji-hoon continues to shine as Kim Do-ji, pushing the character to darker and more emotional depths. His intense performance blends raw emotion with action-packed combat skills. Pyo Yi-jin returns as the brilliant hacker and Go-yoon, whose tech expertise proves crucial in taking down high-tech criminals. Jang Hyuk-jin and Bae-yuram bring humor and heart as the mechanical duo, while Kim Yoo-sung's role as Jang Seung-chul remains morally complex and mysterious. Season 2 also introduces several intriguing new characters, including powerful villains who challenge the team's abilities and force them to confront unexpected personal struggles. Drama Taxi Driver to return to continue their revenge action for the Rainbow Taxi team, led by Kim Do-ji, Jang Seung-chul, and Go-yoon Choi Kyung-gu. And Park Jin-yeon. Season 1 Taxi Driver 2021 has successfully attracted attention and received positive responses from audiences around the world because of its interesting story. Still lifting the same premise as Season 1, Drama Korea Taxi Driver to 2023 tells the story of the revenge of the Rainbow Taxi crew based on the desire to uphold justice for crime victims. What's unique is that the crew of the luxury taxi team has a sad past and has caused emotional wounds. The team crew had been victims of crimes that did not receive justice. Starting from the trauma and wounds of the past, Jang Seung-chul founded a foundation to help crime victims and provide revenge services. This luxury taxi driven by Kim Do-ji will pick up victims, listen to their stories, and plan revenge against the perpetrators of the crime. In addition to helping victims find justice, throughout the drama Season 1, we will be asked to solve the case that happened to Do-ji, Go-yoon, and Seung-chul in the past. So what is the synopsis like? Season these to Korean dramas. At the end of Season 1, the deluxe taxi team was disbanded by Jang Seung-chul as team leader. Seung-chul wants the crew to start a new life. However, at the start season, the two crews are determined to reunite. Initially, Seung-chul opened a revenge service again with Do-ji. After Do-ji gave punishment to the perpetrators of spreading pornographic content, he flew to Vietnam to solve a case. In this case, Do-ji is assigned to look for Lee Dong-jae, the son of a chicken restaurant owner who disappeared without a trace after going to Vietnam for work. It turns out that Do-ji's mission to infiltrate a company under the guise of providing an illegal gambling application is much more dangerous than he thought. Luckily, Go-yoon as well as Kyung-gu and Jin-yeon realized that Jang Seung-chul was secretly operating a luxury taxi service. They also helped Do-ji in various ways and chose to leave the profession they were undertaking. Go-yoon at that time had succeeded in becoming a police officer. Meanwhile, the two team mechanics, Kyung-gu and Jin-yeon, already have brilliant scientific careers. However, their hearts are still called to help victims seek justice. After helping Do-ji, this case was successfully solved and Lee Dong-jae was safe. However, the mastermind behind this case, who turned out to be Go Yoon's superior in the police, was shot dead by a mysterious person. This shooting case becomes the driving force of the story because the actions of the luxury taxi team begin to be detected by a group of people. The crew's activities were monitored from a distance. Soon, the story becomes more exciting and dynamic because of the presence of a new character, namely An Ha-jun, who works as a taxi driver at Sung-cheol's company. The deluxe taxi team started getting clients and handling cases. However, the excitement and mysterious side of the story is slowly revealed as the story progresses. As usual, the cases presented are very interesting and raise humanitarian issues. The team's detective-style investigations always create tensions that the drama doesn't get boring. This drama also raises issues that are familiar to Korean people, like the case in episodes 5 and 6, which highlight the actions of a housing consultant who uses children inhumanly to get houses for his clients. In Korea itself, house prices are expensive and many people struggle to buy a house. In fact, not only in Korea, in Indonesia, economic issues are no longer something strange. By raising this issue, Taxi Driver 2 definitely does relate with the audience. Moral messages in parent-child relationships. Apart from presenting crime cases that make you furious, various cases also arouse the emotional side of the audience. Like the case of Lee Dong-jae's father who desperately searches for his son, it will touch our hearts because it depicts the sacrifice of parents for their children. Then there was the case of a grandmother who lived alone in the village and became a victim of young fraudsters. Even though the money was confiscated, the grandmother's love for her son who worked in the city was so much greater that she chose not to tell him about her problem. The case of using children to get a house is also full of moral messages and touches the heart. Abandoned children really hope for parental love, but instead they use it for the benefit of adults. This drama not only focuses on cases and action scenes, but also moral messages, action scenes, and cinematography, which is neat. Following in the footsteps of Season 1, the action scenes in this drama are still stunning and make the audience's hearts flutter. Cinematography Taxi Driver 2 is also a feast for the eyes. Especially the driving scene performed by Kim Do-ji still feels real and tense. The luxury taxi that is the icon of this drama has also been polished so that it looks more elegant. Apart from that, the addition of the character An Ha-jun, who is cheerful, always curious, and aggressively approaches the team crew makes this drama fresher than the previous season. Fast and tense storyline. Apart from presenting crime cases that make you furious, various cases also arouse the emotional side of the audience. Like the case of Lee Dong-jae's father who desperately searches for his son, it will touch our hearts because it depicts the sacrifice of parents for their children. Then there was the case of a grandmother who lived alone in the village and became a victim of young fraudsters. Even though the money was confiscated, the grandmother's love for her son who worked in the city was so much greater that she chose not to tell him about her problem. The case of using children to get a house is also full of moral messages and touches the heart. Abandoned children really hope for parental love, but instead they use it for the benefit of adults. This drama not only focuses on cases and action scenes, but also moral messages, action scenes, and cinematography, which is neat. Following in the footsteps of Season 1, the action scenes in this drama are still stunning and make the audience's hearts flutter. Cinematography Taxi Driver 2 is also a feast for the eyes. Especially the driving scene performed by Kim Do-ji still feels real and tense. The luxury taxi that is the icon of this drama has also been polished so that it looks more elegant. Apart from that, the addition of the character An Ha-jun, who is cheerful, always curious, and aggressively approaches the team crew makes this drama fresher than the previous season. If you like or are used to action films, Taxi Driver 2 this really suits you because the storyline is fast. Even though it is relatively fast, the plot is easy to follow and doesn't make the audience bored. On the other hand, even though it is full of action scenes, The humor of the luxury taxi team crew and their camaraderie can balance out the dense plot and investigative action. Lately, Taxi Driver 2 is being widely discussed because it is said to have contributed to the Burning Sun case, which went viral in South Korea and even became known throughout the world. The point is, this drama is really worth watching on the weekend, especially if you like the genre crime action. Taxi Driver Season 2 takes its revenge-based storytelling to new heights by focusing on larger societal issues, such as systemic corruption, human rights violations, and global cybercrime. The show explores moral gray areas, questioning whether vigilante justice is ever justified in a broken legal system. The action scenes are bigger, bolder, and better choreographed than ever. From high-speed car chases to brutal hand-to-hand combat, the production values are top tier. Every episode is a mini-action thriller packed with plot twists, emotional payoffs, and satisfying revenge moments. Taxi Driver Season 2 proves that a sequel can be just as thrilling, if not better, than the original. With intense action, emotionally resonant stories, and top-notch performances, it's a must-watch for K-drama and crime thriller fans alike. Have you watched Season 2 yet? What's your favorite mission so far? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more K-drama reviews. Thank you for riding with us today. Stay tuned for more reviews of your favorite K-dramas, and let us know which series you'd like us to cover next. See you in the next video.